March 19th, and it's snowing out. Yep, it's snowing. It's supposed to be sunny all day though. We'll see what happens. 27 degrees. We had 70 about a week and a half ago. So I'm headed over, try and cut that perimeter row a little more. I think I'll be solo today. Phil's doing a burn, and Curtis might come out this afternoon, but we'll see. It'll be nice just to get in the woods. I haven't been there for a few days. All right, now I'm getting close to hitting the hardwoods at the very south east corner. I'll show you where I'm at. I'm cutting this road right, up here, but we're headed south. I got the compass on, so it's changing us around here. Okay, so here we go. I'm following the line. I know I got the line still to my left. The GPS is just not that accurate. Not the GPS as much as these lines all the time. So you can join me here. Let's hit the hardwoods. And pretty soon we're going to connect to the road all the way in the back. Now that would be really exciting to get that connected. I mean, I haven't been keeping track of days and all that, but today's Sunday, the 19th of March, and I need a four-wheeler or something, honestly, for out here. I'd like to find a cheap one that I could just buy as part of this property project and leave it out here, because it's getting to be, tracking the excavator is a slow track getting back up to the road. There's the hardwoods. You can see the nice white oaks already. And also part of this, when I'm building a perimeter trail, I'm also kind of building a border, letting the neighbor know, hey, you got new owners in here, here's our border, here's our perimeter road. So I may pull some trees that maybe don't necessarily need to be pulled, just so I can lay them here along our perimeter road, so that they kind of clearly see it. Hey, wow, there's a new road just popped up here in the woods. So I'll keep picking away here until we get out in the opening. And this is where the cliff starts going downhill down towards that big creek on the south end. All right, I made it to the hardwoods. So now I'm turning in from the property line, because really not a huge sense in making a road through here. It's pretty open already. So I'm going to cut in, and you can see the cedar thicket up there, and then I'm going to follow that to that back corner and hopefully connect with that trail where that micro plot, that's where that trail ends. It comes through the middle of the property, so this, technically I would have half of the perimeter road done if I get that connected today. All right, so there's where I'm at. I'm just hitting the cedar thicket, so I'm going to tuck the road just inside of the cedar thicket, so it's not out in the hardwoods. So it's not going to be a true perimeter road, but this is all hardwoods in this corner, and so it's wide open there. So I'm going to continue in the brush here like I'm doing, and tuck this road kind of on the edge of this cedar thicket out here. So, first of all, trespassers ain't necessarily going to see the road that easy, because they're going to have to come through some thick stuff. And second of all, if whoever buys it has electric, if they want some cover, almost all of the road is like this on the whole thing, except for this little bitty section right here in the hardwoods, and it's even only a very short distance. They're all dead around it. I'm hoping I see a shed in here now again on the edge of this cedar thicket. See, that's the hardwoods right there. That's the only section that's kind of out in the open for this whole road so far. There's a look at the new trail. It's going to be really pretty. This is that section where I'm cutting into the cedar thicket now. It's pretty tight in here, I'll tell you that. As you can see right now. Yeah, but it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful lane. See for reference. Now I'm turning west, going that way. So let me show you the north and south looks. So now I'm going to go due west and follow the edge. You see these cuts there, them are all water cuts. So if they're getting too deep, I'm going to have to come up this hill here and go up that way a little bit. But I got a long way to go to get back to this microplot back in there. I'll keep at it. Alright, let's go out for a walk and just see where I could see the ridge shoot down steep over here. I've never been in this quadrant anywhere even close to this on this parcel, so let's see what's up here. This could be a very remote microplot way back here. I mean, we are way back out here. So this is that south-facing slope that the forester was saying doesn't grow as well, but there's some good-sized oaks in here. So there's the cedar thicket that basically runs along the very top before this ridge starts coming downhill, and it ultimately ends up down in that really beautiful creek. So once again, I don't think I'm going to cut the road through here. So here you see the fingers I showed you on the map that looked like they all had trees on them. This is what they look like. And believe me, they're going to gush a lot of water. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. So there's the logger had marked. Beautiful big white oak there. We decided we're not going to log. I think I'll do an episode on that. So anyways, the farther down the hill you get, these cuts get worse. So that's why I want to probably continue the road on the edge of the cedars, because that's where the old farm field was. So it's going to be a lot better. So that helps my decision. So let's make a hard, there's the excavator. I'll make a kind of a hard right turn almost. But this is just exploring right here. Got a big jungle mess right here. Down trees. Beautiful. Alright, let's keep going. I got a long way to go yet. Explain this. This is one of the fingers in between. Alright, so there's a cut going downhill that way, and then in about 30 yards there's another one going that way, and we got these beautiful fingers in between. You could almost see the hump, but this one is just all cedars. It's really pretty in there, so I'm going to cut a trail right through, keep going west. But man, it's really pretty on these. I'll try and get you a shot when I get in the middle of it. So here's the next cut that I'm going across. There's that little cedar thicket I just cut across. This is going to be a great trail all the way around the property. It's going to be just beautiful. Beautiful. I doubt I could get lucky and find another one, but I saw something up in here this way. If I can get to it. Sure, maybe it was just the sun hitting the branch at just the wrong angle. Dang it. Man, it's cool back in here. It is cool. Ooh. Even cooler with the road through here, but it's happening right now. Hey, All right, sometimes you just need to walk it. You know, you could look at the topography on your GPS and all that, but sometimes you just need to walk it. It's a really nice flat shelf up here. It's showing me that I'm going to hit another one more big cut and finger. Looks like an old road right here. Down there, it looks like, I mean, really old. Obviously, trees are growing in it. But wow, I didn't realize there was a flat way down here. I thought this whole south 50-acre piece was really steep, but I mean, it's not. This is really pretty right here. And you can see some more where we were going to log until we got to a point where we called them off with his estimate. And this property is just huge. It just keeps going on and on. Alright, here's the cut. I gotta decide, do I want to cut across here, or do I want to go higher up on the hill and cut across there? Ooh, yeah, that's a pretty good size one. I think a person could make it here if I made a ford. I want to see how close we are to the connection over there. All right, you can see I'm just coming out of the cedar thicket, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of this permanent road on top of this ridge out in the open. It looks pretty, but it's still like in 30 degrees right now out here. All right, here's where we are. We're going to go for a walk right now, and I'm going to show you the hardwoods to our left, which is down here, and then we're going to keep going. See, that's one of the parcel property lines, although we bought this one south of it also. So now we're just going to go due west. Alright, so I had to kind of backtrack just a little to stay up on top of the old farm fields here, so I didn't get into that ditch I showed you here a little while ago. Most of these trees are dead in here. This is a low spot. This is where the water stages coming off of this whole field, and it kind of sits in this flat area, so that's why a lot of these are dead. And then it hits them rocks downhill about 60 yards that way where we walked to. Alright, I found that shed right there, and I got a pretty steep cut right here, so I'm just gonna put a ford here, just a ramp on both sides. If you wanted to get extravagant, you could put a culvert in it, but you don't need to. If you got a buggy, a four-wheel drive, you'll get right across it. In the cedar jungle. This is also called thermal cover. As you can see, we're shaded totally, so In the summer, it's cooler in here in a cedar thicket, and in the winter, the wind is, you know, doesn't really get in here much when it's this thick. So I really like cedar thickets on the property. Some people don't. I guess it's just personal preference. Look where I just found that shed though. Coming right into a cedar thicket. I'm getting kind of wore out, but I'm not sure how much farther I got left. I think it's still quite a ways. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna go from here all the way over. I think that's the clearing right there, that blue one. All right, here's where I'm at right now. There's our track coming down that borderline, and now we're working our way across. This is a long way to go yet, but it's gonna be beautiful.